If you smell dog poop everywhere you walk, you might want to check your own shoe. We love the word toxic. We love diagnosing our exes, our bosses, and that one friend who posts too many gym selfies as toxic. It is the golden age of pointing fingers. But here is a terrifying statistical probability. In at least one of your relationships, you are the villain. Today, we are doing a structural audit of your personality. I'm going to share 4 signs that your behavior is draining the people you love. If you can make it to the end of this video without rage quitting, you might just be safe. Let's ruin your ego, shall we? First, let's be academic for a second. Being toxic doesn't necessarily mean you are a malicious sociopath. Usually, toxicity is just unhealed trauma wearing a tuxedo. It is a pattern of behavior that silently drains the energy, confidence, or happiness of the people around you. And the worst part? The more toxic you are, the less likely you are to notice it. It's called the Dunning-Kruger effect of personality. You think you're passionate, but everyone else just thinks you're exhausting. So, put down your pitchforks and pick up a mirror. Here are the 4 signs. Sign number 1. You disguise cruelty as honesty. We all know this person. Maybe you are this person. You pride yourself on telling it like it is. You say things like, "I have no filter," or "I'm just keeping it real." Here is the formal reality check. Honesty without tact is not keeping it real. It's emotional assault. If your truth consistently humiliates or hurts people, you aren't being a truth teller. You're being a bully with a superiority complex. If you frequently say you're too sensitive after you insult someone, congratulations. You are gaslighting them into thinking their reaction to your rudeness is the problem. Stop it. Sign number 2. You suffer from conversational narcissism. Sociologists call this the shift response. Here is how it works. Someone tells you about their bad day. Maybe they broke their leg. Instead of offering support, you immediately shift the focus to yourself, saying, "Oh, I broke my leg once and it was way worse." You think you're relating, you think you're bonding, but actually, you're competing. If every story told in your presence reminds you of a better or worse story about yourself, you aren't listening. You're just waiting for your turn to speak. Sign number 3. The transactional scorekeeper. I paid for dinner last time. I initiated the text last Tuesday. I listened to your drama for 14 minutes, so now you owe me 14 minutes of attention. Relationships are not a zero-sum game or a business transaction. If you are constantly auditing your friendships to make sure you aren't getting ripped off, you create an environment of debt. People don't want to hang out with their loan officer. If you give to receive, that is manipulation. If you give because you care, that is love. If you can't tell the difference, check the spreadsheet in your head and burn it. And finally, sign number 4. You are bored by peace. If things are going well, your partner is happy, work is steady, do you feel a sudden urge to poke the bear? Do you start an argument just to feel something? This is common for people who grew up in chaotic households. Peace feels suspicious to you. So you manufacture a crisis to feel safe. But to the people around you, you are a walking landmine. Okay, deep breath. If you recognize yourself in any of this, good. The difference between a toxic person and a growing person is self-awareness. Toxic people deny it. Growing people say, "Wow, I have been a nightmare." And then they apologize. If this video hurt your feelings, I'm sorry. But also, you're welcome. Subscribe if you want to be a slightly better human next week. Go apologize to someone.